Hey everybody, it's Rachel here. Sorry ahead of time if the audio on this is bad. I have to use my laptop webcam because I tried to use the new camera that my mom got me and it wouldn't even record. So, I don't know. We'll see. I guess I'm just gonna have to. I really just want to buy a camcorder that is of decent quality, and that would probably solve a lot of my problems. Um, in case you can't tell, I am sick again. I just woke up the other day and my throat was hurting really badly and I was losing my voice. And I woke up this morning and I was full on head congestion. My nose is all stuffed up and I have this really gross cough and it's awesome. So I don't know where it came from or who I caught it from or whatever, who knows. I'm just trying not to lose my voice. There was one point at work last night because I worked all day that I coughed really hard and my voice was just gone for 5 minutes and I was freaking out because my boss wanted me to do to-goes tonight because it's supposed to be one of the busiest nights of the year or whatever, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be so mad at me, but then 5 minutes later it came back, so whatevs. Okay, so let's see. Weight update. I haven't really been doing P3 yet. Somebody asked me, they're like, oh, you in P3? And I'm like, well, yeah, kind of. I didn't officially stop P2, so I don't really know if that's going to affect me at all. I never really got up above my LDW from last round, so I'm just going to assume I'm just going to use that as my LDW. So it's 152, I think, difference in the scales. Anyway, as I told you guys, I guess it was Monday maybe that I made that video, that I had weighed in and was up quite significantly from Christmas, but I didn't really care. The next day, after I was doing an apple day on Monday, I lost 3.5. Wednesday I weighed in and I was up just 0.2, which it's not really a big deal after a loss that big. I wouldn't expect to lose again, so I wasn't really worried about that. The next day, which was Thursday, how do I forget this? Yeah, Thursday morning. Oh, I was down another pound, that's what it was. And then this morning when I weighed in, I was up 0.4, which I'm not really worried about that either because I worked a double yesterday. And I ate a few pieces of candy, I'm not going to lie, at work because I felt so bad. I was like, oh, I want some chocolate. And so I had a few pieces of candy, but nothing really huge of a deal. I've been trying to do mostly protein today. I did mostly protein yesterday except for the candy, of course. And I did a mug cake. I wrote about this on Facebook, you guys. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you might have seen this. If not, I'll tell you about it. I was going to make this mug cake, right? So I was like, oh yeah, maybe it's the same principle as Steph's steak and mug cake day. If I eat a lot of protein and then have a mug cake, then maybe my body will get into fat burning. And so I made this mug cake and I was super stoked about it. And I hear it sizzling in the microwave and I thought maybe I put it in there for too long because I put it on 2 minutes, I think. Well, I pull it out and I look down into it and it's sizzling and super, super oily and doesn't look like a cake at all. It looks like a lump of brown with oil bubbling out of it everywhere. And I'm like, what the heck? I was like, did I cook it too long? What did I do? It took me a minute, but I realized I didn't put an egg in it. And so I had to redo it. And it was delicious when I redid it, but it was I hated to waste that many mac nuts. That was what bugged me the most. God, all those mac nuts that I ground up and now I can't even use them. So, because those things are expensive, if you guys don't know. Let's see, what have I had today? Today I had a 2-egg omelet with cheese for breakfast with 3 strips of turkey bacon. And for lunch I had a turkey breast cutlet, a 6-ounce turkey breast cutlet that I cooked with Tony Chachere's. And I had a little salad with shredded lettuce and tomatoes and a little bit of cheese with some fat-free ranch on it. And then I also made a little side of egg salad with 1.5 boiled eggs and maybe a teaspoon of mayonnaise and just a little squirt of mustard, and I mixed that up and had a little bit of egg salad, which is really good. I didn't know I liked egg salad so much. but I love it. Excuse me. I'm not sure what I'm going to have for dinner yet. I think I'm going to make a mud cake again, and I might do tuna salad. I'm not sure yet, because it's easy, and I'll be at work doing to go, so I don't need to have, if I could just mix it up and it'd be done, and it's a lot of protein too. So, I might do that. It's a good balance of fats and proteins for the day, so I think that would be okay. I have to work tonight again, like I said. I think I'm going to go to a New Year's Eve party. My boyfriend was telling me about one, and I think I'll go. If I do drink at all, it'll probably maybe be like a glass of champagne at midnight. Because, number one, I'm on antibiotics. I started taking antibiotics because I didn't know what was wrong with me. I thought I might have the beginnings of bronchitis or something, and I'm still not sure, because somebody at work last night was like, oh, well, you don't want whatever's in your throat, because it's like right here. So he's like, you don't want it to move down into your chest and you have like bronchial pneumonia or something. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. And so I started taking some cephalexin that I had, and so I'm on antibiotics. And then number two, I'm really not, I don't feel like drinking. Like, for me, I kind of have to be in the mood to drink. Like, I have to want to drink, and if I don't want to, I really don't want to. Like, I felt bad because on our way home, I told you guys that my boyfriend went to Arkansas with me for Christmas. Well, on our way home, we stopped at one of the wineries. It's like 15 minutes away from where I went to college, and we picked up a couple bottles of wine. Well, I went over to his house a couple times this week, and every time I went over, he asked me, he's like, hey, do you want to open one of these bottles of wine? And I was like, no, not really. I don't really feel like drinking anything. I was like, you can if you want, but he said he wouldn't drink with me he wouldn't drink it if I didn't want to, so I feel kind of bad. So, can you guys believe it's already New Year's Eve? That, like, boggles my mind. I can't believe that. And if you're like me, which I think most of you probably are, for the past, like, 5 years or so, I've been making the resolution every year that I wanted to lose 20 or 30 pounds. And, I either just didn't do it, or, like my senior year of college, which was 2 years ago now, I lost like 20 pounds, and then when I moved to Oklahoma, I gained it all back. So, this is the first year that I actually don't have to make that resolution, which is kind of cool. One of my goals, though, that I'm going to set, because maybe that's how I should look at it, not as resolutions, but as goals. That way, this seems more achievable. One of the goals I'm going to set for myself, and I haven't really decided on a timeline yet, is that I want to lose the last, like, 10 pounds that I want to lose. And I'm thinking maybe by Valentine's Day, because that seems doable. That's like 2 months or a month and a half away. So I think I can do that. And I definitely want to start exercising more, since I'm not going to be doing P2. I'm going to be P3, maybe a little bit of P4, but probably not. And I'm going to definitely exercise a lot more. I'm going to try to outline an exercise plan for myself. It's going to involve probably a lot of cardio, and I'm definitely going to start working on toning up a lot of stuff. So, kettlebell workouts for toning everything. I've heard that Jillian Michaels has a good ab workout video called 6 Weeks, 6 Pack. That would be cool to do, because I think it's probably about 6 weeks until Valentine's Day, so that would be good to do too. But just toning up mostly, because like I told you guys before, that's really my issues that I have with my weight, is just that I think everything's a little too jiggly for my liking. I'm at an ideal weight, but everything's not like as like tight as it could be. So that's really, I think, what I want to do. And I'm definitely going to keep vlogging for you guys, because as I said, I can't wait to start cooking. I'm trying to get together ingredients right now. Like I said, I found those J-Rob protein shakes, which was super cool. I also looked at almond flour at that health food store, and it was just crazy expensive, and I refuse to pay that much for almond flour when I know that I can get it cheaper, like online. So if you guys know anything or any tips on where to get it, that it's a little bit less inexpensive. I know I looked on Amazon the other day, and I saw this one seller had like 5-pound bags of it for like $30 or $35, I think, which is, it's still pretty expensive, but when you break it down, it's like $3 cheaper than if you went to the store and bought the 1 pound bag. And like the Bob's Red Mill is like tiny, and it's like $10.50, and I refuse to pay that much because it's so cheap. But when I get all that together, I'm gonna start definitely cooking some of Maria's recipes. I think I'm gonna make my crab stuffed portobellos on Sunday, so I might record myself making that. I'm gonna make my shout out video tomorrow because I haven't done it in like a few weeks because I was sick, and then I was in Arkansas for Christmas, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow because I got lots of people I want to shout out to. And I'm gonna definitely, like I said, do some recipe vlogs and in the kitchen stuff. And so I'm gonna still be here for you guys, and I can't wait to continue to watch everyone in the new year. I know there's lots of people that are starting up on New Year's, so I'm excited to watch you guys. And yeah, I think that's about it. I love everybody so much, and I wish everybody the best of luck, and I can't wait to see everyone's progress. And I hope 2010 was good to you, because it was for sure good to me. HCG was one of the best things that ever happened to me. If you're just watching this for the first time and you're wondering about it, don't be afraid to try, because when I started out doing it, I had never heard of it before. I didn't know what it was, or, I'm not even sure I even did my first round correctly. I just, I was like, well, because my friend from work wanted to do it, and I'm like, well, what do I have to lose? I mean, if it doesn't work, then I'll just be at square one, and it ended up being the best thing that ever happened to me, health-wise, in many, many years. So if you're wondering if you should do it, go ahead and try, but do your research. Excuse me. I wish everybody a very happy New Year's. I don't see you tomorrow. I hope 2011 is great to you guys. I know it's gonna be good for me. So I hope everybody has a great day. Bye. I'll talk to you later.